Stanford wearing the Whitecaps. For SoCal, number 1, Ryan Melicini. 2, Will Lapkin. 3, William Crenshaw. 4, Michael Garris. 5, Nicholas Giberson. 6, Max Weber. 7, Shuntaro Nishi. 8, Gavin Scott. 9, Charles Horniker. 10, Robert Lee. 11, Skylar Shanoff.
Number 11, Skylar Chenove.
12, Christopher Wan. 13, Jeffrey Shearer. 14, Todd Denaro. 15, Michael Matesic.
SoCal is assisted by Griffin Lerman.
Head coach,
Head coach
Griffin Lerman. Head coach Andy Kaufman, assisted by Mark Shinovoff and Griffin Lerman.
Shinobi was a Henderson coach for a while with Sandy Nita.
Oh, out in the Vegas area.
Number 4, Sean Elmereb.
Player introductions for Stanford. 1 in the goal, Spencer Witt. 2, Nicholas Brisconti. 3, William Connor. 4, Sean Elmereb. 5, Peter Harvey. 6, John Knox. 7, Nelson Perla-Ward. 8, Jacob Picard. 9, Trevor Raish. 10, Max Sample. 11, Michael Swart. 12, Christopher Z. 13, Benoit Voyer. And 14, Patrick Kirk. Assistant coach, James Frank, and head coach, Brian Krutzkamp. We take a look at how both these teams got here. For Stanford, first match they defeated Thunder Black 14-4. Second match on Saturday, Clovis A, they beat 13-2. In their third match on Sunday, they beat San Diego Shores 10-8. In their fourth game, they beat Rose Bowl 9-8. Yesterday, SoCal Black beat Stanford 14-9. Stanford was able to rebound, come back and beat Rose Bowl in a thriller 12-11. I was at that match, and that was back and forth the whole time. In the semi, Stanford came back and beat Chop White 17-8. So we've got a rematch of their game on Monday. For SoCal, they started off beating Bruin 16-3, Greenwich Aquatics 14-6, Santa Barbara A 15-2. Had a close one with United, beat them 7-4. Again, they beat Stanford 14-9. And then in the Foothill, they played Foothill this morning and beat them 11-9 in the semifinal match. So here we are for the gold medal match of the 16 and under boys championship game. Troy, what do you think? Are we up for another exciting match like the 16 and under one we just had?
I sure hope so. Rematches are always interesting because, of course, the coach from Stanford is going to have a little insight into what SoCal wants to do. We'll see if they can figure them out and make this a little closer game.
Yeah, that was a 5-goal game before. You think SoCal maybe thinking, hey, we've got this one sewed up. We beat them by 5 last time.
It often happens that way. I think in this is a big match for many of these players. Probably the biggest match they've played in. There's going to be some nerves, so I expect a tight match. 1-2 goal game.
All right, well, we're just about underway. Sprinting for Stanford is going to be number 3, William Connor. And can't tell who yet sprinting number 5 for SoCal. Stanford wins it. Number 5 was Nicholas Giberson. Connor wins it. Whitty wearing number 13 in the goal for Stanford.
We got a player in the middle. Little miscommunication on defense. Stanford ran a few drives, and number 8,
that's
Jacob Picard was left wide open in front of the cage. Lefty with a little bit of patience and threw it right by the goalie.
Stanford jumps on the board first 1-0 with 6:40 left.
Uses Horniker. Down the line. Right football side. Inside to Weber.
Oh,
Weber
pass
wins.
tips off of Weber and collected by the goalie.
Back for Stanford.
Whitty controls for Stanford. Ball out to Swart.
Swart with ball controlling.
Being pressured by Horniker. Ball's up top. Moves it over to the left wing.
Connor to Raish.
Once again, you notice this
Back to Raish.
so-called black defense is,
Exclusion
oh, there's an exclusion at set. Little too heavy by number 2.
Will Lapkin go into the penalty box for 20 seconds. Stanford on the power play.
He's got one this far. He uses a Connor. Connor to the left. He swings the ball.
Connor up top.
Stop.
2 out. Back to the center.
Forward again.
The left-hander over to the 1 position. Stanford very patient here.
Lefty,
Shoot.
good block.
Shot.
Collected by the defense. Going the other way.
By SoCal.
Nice block by Melisini.
Melisini.
He's got Scott in the middle of the pool. Ball dumps it down to the wing. Shot. Didn't think the goalie was awake. That was an ill-advised shot.
Stanford's up on the right here. If they can get the ball out early, they may have an advantage. Oh, they
Yeah.
slow it down.
Connor at mid-tank.
Swings to the 1-2 side. That's
Oh.
Swart. Swart with the ball. He crosses over to Perla Ward. Perla Ward shoots it. Saved.
Tipped out by Melisini.
Beauty by Melisini.
Stanford's going to get a new shot clock.
Many of these teams are utilizing a double set or isolation on one side. Very, very heady play. Remember, these are 16 and unders.
Raish puts the ball in play for Stanford.
Got Raish throwing the ball up top.
Ball over to Picard.
Dumps it into 2 meters.
Oh,
Got a quick
exclusion.
ejection there. Todd Denaro go to the penalty box. Stanford on another power play. Got Connor with the ball up top. Crosses over to Perla Ward.
They look for the
Picard.
left-hander outside that last time.
He legs up. Puts it middle. Perla Ward.
Oh, quick shot right at the goalie.
I think maybe he had the 2 posts popping out there.
Now SoCal.
Looked like he could have gone to him.
Yeah.
Long outlet pass to Melisini. Or by Melisini.
Looks at it, fakes one time, 2 times.
Good chase from Stanford, and they
Horniker controls. He goes ball in hand.
Got Horniker
One fake, 2 fake.
moving in. Dumps it off to the 1 spot.
That's
Into 2 meters. He's got position.
backhand.
oh, great,
Nice.
great block.
Great save by Whitty.
That'll remain in SoCal's possession of the 2-meter line.
That was Gavin Scott, who had great position and good pass, good entry pass in from the 1 spot.
Oh, we've got a cap that's loose. They're going to tie that up, and we'll be back to action.
Weber puts the ball in play. He finds Lee. Lee up top. Works it to Giberson.
Giberson up at the 2 spot.
Plays the ball over now.
Crossed over to Weber, the left-hander.
He thinks about it. He'll shoot, but saved by Whitty.
That's a tough shot. About 5 meters outside the post and at the 5-meter line with a right-hander down at the left-hander spot. You better be a deadly accurate shooter if you're going to pull that one off.
William Connor. Connor to the left. Puts the ball up top. That's Perla Ward. He's fouled.
Up shot easily blocked down by Melisini on the shot by Swart.
Stanford doesn't look hesitant. They put up quite a few shots here against SoCal.
Yeah, both teams seem to be dropping back quite a bit,
With the ball.
running a bit good zone defense.
Finds Horniker.
We got Weber in at 2 meters for SoCal.
Crosses now to
He's
Lee.
got position.
Look like they're in a 4-5 drop here.
That's Scott. Scott
Giving the
takes it
shot
back.
to the right-hander at the 5 position. So, as a goalie, Dean, did you like that shot coming at you?
Absolutely. Bad angle by the shooter when you got a right-hander down there. If you got a left-hander, then it's a different story. But the goalie has the advantage there, especially, you had that was Gavin Scott on the shot, and he was a good 5 meters outside the post.
As opposed to the last game, this game doesn't look like SoCal has any left-handers in the pool right now.
Yeah, we haven't seen any yet. There's a cross-pass pull and a shot.
Good block.
Good block by Whitty.
Oh, we've
Stanford
got-
out on the break.
Oh.
Bad pass. Got to make sure you have eye contact with the player before you make that pass. SoCal coming back into the front court, cross the ball over, tipped away by 3, William Connor.
It looks like they're still in this 4-5 drop. They're up with a contra foul.
That was on number 6, Max Weber. Ball turns over to Stanford. Whitty looking for an outlet pass. Gets it out here to Swart. Visconti moving into 2 meters. Got a contra foul
on Trevor Raish. Got his arm up trying to get position there at 2 meters.
Nishi crosses,
and
shot,
open
and a goal.
cage.
Very nice pass by number 7, Shuntaro Nishi.
To Charles Hornecker for the goal.
That was your classic catch and shoot. Don't give the goalie any chance to get back across the cage. We've seen that enough. I mean, we saw that earlier in the earlier game, but I know in previous games, even in the older 18 and under games I was watching earlier in the tournament, so many kids want to catch and fake, and by the time, you know, they're ready to shoot, the goalie's in position to block the ball.
Certainly a lost art.
Yeah.
Nice to see it. Nice to see it out here.
Perla Ward drawing the ordinary foul. Connor up top crosses the ball down into
driver.
The drive.
Good D.
Good
defense.
Help D.
From number 7, Shuntaro Nishi.
Oh, I think that was 15 who came back. Matesic came back on the help. Matesic, Nishi moving in 6 meters up with the ball, fakes, gets back up, slides in, lobs, and a goal.
Beautiful.
Very nice by Nishi.
Good composure, good legs.
Yeah,
well-balanced player.
He kept moving in, attacking the cage, faking, came back down, got his legs back underneath him, got up, and by that time Witt's legs were gone, and it was an easy lob cross cage. So SoCal goes back up 2-1 with 1:28 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, not capitalizing on those 6-on-5s early has put Stanford into a hole here.
Yeah, I saw you weren't here for the 12 and under game, and Stanford was playing United, and that was their Achilles heel, not being able to capitalize on the 6-on-5. In fact, I think 3 different times they were called for inside the 2 on a 6-on-5.
Our ladies in Barcelona went 0-8 in their quarterfinal game. Were defeated by Spain.
Yeah, a lot of people like to call it a rematch of the gold medal game, but
right.
You got a lot of players that turn over, so.
Lots of attrition this year. That team will be ready when it comes to Rio.
Yeah, they've got a lot of youth on that team right now. You've got 3 more years.
Ill-advised pass into the 2-post.
Ball stolen by Perla Ward, controlled by Whitty. Stanford back to full strength.
Oh, they got a 3-on-2 if they could find.
Good pass into Swart.
Great pass. He
Good
pulls
help.
it out. He pulls it out, and they'll set up their offense. Front court offense.
Picard out on the flat. Shoots.
Beautiful.
Catches Melasini sleeping, it looked like.
Little kiss off the bar.
Yeah,
nice shot.
I think he just shot that right off the water. Melasini definitely didn't look ready for that one. That evens the match up at 2 with 11 seconds to go in the first. That was a goal by number 3, William Connor. We're tied at 2.
Stanford in their front court, they're utilizing a lot of drives, really a lot of motion, and it's working wonders. They've earned some ejections and created lots of opportunities.
That's one thing you don't see a lot is in U.S. water polo used to be a lot of driving and motion. Last second shot on the steal by Stanford sails wide. We're knotted at 2 at the end of 1. We'll step away for a moment, hear from a word from our sponsors. We'll be back for the second quarter.
I am water. Polo.
I am water polo.
I am water polo.
I am water polo.
Welcome back to the 2013 U.S. Water Polo Junior Olympics. I'm Dean Quintal here with my partner Troy Barnhart, calling a great game. We've got a 2-2 tie after the end of the first quarter between Stanford and SOCAL. Troy, as we stepped away, we were talking about the motion of the Stanford offense. Something you don't see a whole lot in water polo anymore. It seems to be, wanting to pass the ball around, get it into 2 meters, try and earn the ejection, but we're seeing that a lot out of Stanford here.
Yeah, and I think that over the next year, you'll see a couple of rule changes that may foster a lot more movement.
And this is in FINA?
This is in FINA, the grabbing with 2 hands on an attacker is going to be an exclusion automatically. So hopefully that will allow some of the attackers to move a bit more, and we'll see a little more action.
Yeah, we seem to see that a lot at the Olympics with the U.S. Tony Azevedo always been a player who moves around a lot, but at the Olympics they seem to just clamp on him.
Yes.
You got a big 6'9" Serb or Croatian guy. Tony's not going to go very far with a guy hanging on him like that. Well, that's good to hear. Just kind of free the game up, get it moving around a little more. We're back to action here in the second quarter. SoCal on the front court.
Ball skips into the 2-meter guard, hits him right in the forehead. It's going to be a turnover.
Whitty controlling for Stanford. He outlets to.
You see drivers going through for Stanford, trying to isolate for number 2.
That's
Nicholas Bisconti.
Oh, what an outside shot by number 7.
Nelson Pirla Ward. Wow, pinch in.
Again, seemed like Melisoni was not ready for that one. That's the second goal in a row where he just didn't react. That was from about, 8-9 meters out and put it right in the upper corner.
Boy, Stanford looking to avenge their earlier defeat.
Yeah, they're up on top 3-2 with 6 minutes left here in the second quarter. Got Weber in it, 2 meters. Check that, Gavin Scott in at 2 meters. Shot blocked by Witt. Nice 7 meter shot from Nicholas Giberson.
Wound up, got his legs underneath him, whipped it in there. That's going to be an exclusion on number 2. Bisconti guarding and setting for Stanford. Takes the exclusion.
We got a power play by SoCal. Ball up
got
top
the
to
2-post.
Nice save by Whitty.
I think that maybe the 2-post should have shot that ball. A little better angle.
Yeah, that was looked like that was Horniker down on the 1 spot. And he was maybe, by the time he moved inside 2 meters, we got a Stanford guy open and free, and he shoots, and nice block by Melisini.
A good closeout by number 9. I think that was a bit of a simulation, though.
It was Jacob Picard on the shot. There goes a cross pass over. Giberson fakes.
Ooh. Skip cross cage.
Skip cross cage, kind of came a little sidearm, and Whitty jumped to the near post, and it went cross cage.
Nicholas Giberson.
That's Giberson's first goal of the game, tying the match back up at 3 with 5 minutes remaining in the first half. I think a bad angle shot like that, the goalie just needs to come up, stay square to the shooter because he's got the advantage, especially with a right-hander down here at the left-hander spot. And I think Whitty just sold out and dove near side. Whitty holding the ball, looking for a release. Got Connor way out in the flat.
Stanford driving again, isolating number 2.
There's Visconti.
Visconti,
He's a big, long, rangy kid. See how long that arm is. Stanford driving again. Connor.
Lefty,
better
will
make
it go
this.
near side?
Oh, nice block by Melisini. If Melisini could have controlled that block, they would have had a breakaway with number 7, Shintaro Nishi, out on the break. He saw Connor was going to shoot that, and he just took off. Stanford's going to get a new 30-second shot clock.
He finds Polo Ward up top. Visconti working at 2 meters.
Oh, there's a
Giberson working hard. Little pass is a little far away. Tiffany Frisch, referee on the far side, says pass was a little too far from the attacker.
Yeah, Visconti made a good move to get position, and that's just too bad because he worked so hard to get that position.
Yeah, he got the steal on the outside, and Stanford's off again.
They're countering, trying to get something out of the backcourt. You get that pass out early.
Outlet now to Connor.
I noticed they
Lefty advances.
brought in 5 subs a few minutes ago. They trying to stay fresh.
They're
some rough play on that drive there.
Connor up, shot, goal.
Near side again.
I don't know what's happening with Melisini there. He's just not seeing that ball come off his hand, or whether he's out of position.
Connor with his 2nd goal of the day. Left-hander, good legs, getting up, big fake, and beats him near side once again.
Yeah, put Stanford back up on top by 1, 4-3 with 3:38 left here in the first half.
Coaches working the referees a little bit.
He was probably looking for something on that drive that Stanford had there.
I like the movement in their front court. They're creating a lot of opportunities here, and I think maybe the goalie is concerned about the drivers and not looking for that outside shot.
Over to Weber. Weber with the ball.
As opposed
Ball
to
up top to Denaro.
SoCal looks a little stagnant here.
They've got a lot of guys.
Oh,
that
nice
was very
pass.
nice.
Yeah, big number 8, Gavin Scott with his first goal.
Immediate answer. We're back.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it looked like SoCal was getting a little too clogged up in there. They had two meter men in there. One was in center, one was on the post. But
Squeezed the pass right in there. Good catch and cross cage skip.
yeah, it was a nice step out. It was a good assist from Shintaro Nishi.
Oh. And a steal by number 6, John, Max Weber.
A little tough to go straight over the top of the guy. You don't have much room to work with. Weber being pressured out on the wing. Connor spins. Weber moving in 2 meters. Now they cross the ball all the way over to Nishi. Puts it back to the other side. Garris up into
Good
Weber,
pass
2
in the
meters.
set.
Turn. Good help. Oh, good help. Good help from Witt there. And then
He said that ball went out of bounds there
yeah.
on the end line.
Weber
Off the initial shot.
Weber got it, and he kind of didn't know where he was. He spun around, head underwater, and when he shot it right into the side of the goal. Picard for Stanford, another left-hander. Up with the ball, crosses the ball, catch, shoot, and a goal.
Beautiful. Hey, look
Textbook.
at that. Look at that shot off the pass, beats the goalie to the spot.
Number 11, Michael Swart on the catch and shoot on the pass from Picard. Puts Stanford back on top 5-4 with 2:18 left in the half.
We got another great game here, Dean.
Yeah, no lack of action here. They're making our jobs easy, giving us something to talk about.
SoCal now on attack. Denaro controls. Advances in. Uses Weber.
We got Gavin Scott in at 2 meters, guarded by
Controls. He goes back to Denaro.
Raish.
Denaro now.
Naro,
Goes out top. This is
pressured
Nishi.
by Swart. Neat.
Nishi drops it down. Gives it to Horniker.
Arthur down on the left-hander spot. Doesn't have a whole lot there. They doubled up 2 meters.
Oh, they've got a guy right in front of the cage, and he scores.
5
Beautiful
meters
pass.
out.
I don't know what the defense was leaving for the counter. They left him wide open at the 5, and easy pass and nice finish.
It's Nishi's second goal of the game. Yeah, you got guys going back chase to offense when
you're up by 1.
Yeah, they got the hole doubled, come back and take everything away, and nobody gets a shot off. And other
kind of hung your goalie out to dry there.
Yeah.
Foul on the outside.
It's like
once again, Stanford, quite a bit of driving inside.
Yeah, Visconti back into 2 meters. He's got position. He's got a drop from 4. Sword up. Knox.
Six to take it. Field block.
Field block. There's number 5, Nicholas Giberson, on the field block.
Now they got a 6-on-5 if they choose it. No, one of the defenders come back. 5-on-5. Isolation at set. Good pass. Kick
Good
out.
help. Look for a lob here.
Beat him cross cage earlier and did it again.
I don't know what the defender was waiting for there.
Should have come out at him.
Yeah, he was
put some pressure on him.
Yeah, guarding nobody. Good shot by number 9, Charles Horniker, his second goal of the game. Now SoCal is back on top, 6-5 with 58 seconds left in the half. Substitutions by both teams. Defender on that.
I think number 8, who's coming out right now, Gavin Scott, has been a big presence down low. He's taken a lot of attention of the Stanford defense, and
it's like we got a contra foul. I think that was called on number 7, Nelson Perla Ward. Now we got a fast break here. We got a man open in the middle.
2. Will they get it? Pass a little far for
Max. That was Max Weber, right all alone in the center of the cage. He's up. Good fake. Lob off the crossbar. Shot by number 14, Todd Denaro. Yeah, Denaro had the ball out on the wing, and he had Max Weber all alone in the middle of the goal.
All right, we got 15 seconds left. See if Stanford can get one more opportunity to even this game up.
Dumps it into 2 meters. Goalie comes out.
Penalty.
5 meter.
Yep, 2. That's Visconti had gained position down low. The ball was crossed over and entered in. Easy penalty call.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that was on. Is that Nishi that was called on? Yeah, I think it was Nishi. He's number 7. I think that was him. So we got a 5-meter penalty. Melasini can't move till the whistle's blown. Up, shot, goal, skip low. Shot by number 11, Michael Swart. His second goal of the game, and he evens things back up at 6. We've got 6 seconds left in the first half. Stanford's going to put a couple guys in for defense here at the end of the quarter.
See if SoCal can get a long shot off here.
They're going to go all the way back to the goalie with that. It's going to be tough to get something off. Yep, nothing, no shot there. Time runs out before the Weber shot. We're at half and tied at 6-6. Got a lot of action in this game. I anticipate a lot more in the second half. We're going to step away for a few minutes so we can pay for this broadcast. Here's a few words from our sponsors.
For the first time, one love, one team, no losses, gold medals.
4 years. That's how long it took to get here, to win a gold medal. Technically, anyway. Fact is, it's been a lot longer than that. Committing to excellence means never giving up. It means if you don't succeed, try again. Here's to water polo. Here's to being truly excellent.
So, you've got your hard-earned money, but you're not sure where to put it. Well, one of the best things that you can do is put it into a credit union. Credit unions are like banks, only better. They offer higher rates of return, lower fees, and are safe and secure. And because they're not for profit, they're all about putting the people first. With credit unions, you're not just another face in the crowd, you're a member. And credit unions are member-owned and member-operated. Take control of your finances. Visit or contact Sea Air Federal Credit Union to find out all of the great reasons why you should join.
Champions aren't born. Champions come from doing what others won't. Because doing their best in this moment puts them in the best place for the next moment. Champions are made. Will, determination, greatness. Here, get made.
Second half action upcoming.
We're back here at halftime of the 2013 U.S. Water Polo Junior Olympics here on the campus of the University of California at Irvine. Got a hotly contested match between Stanford and SoCal in the 16 and under boys division. We're tied at 6. Let's go over some scoring here in the first half for SoCal. With 1 goal, Nicholas Giberson. Also with 1 goal, Gavin Scott. 2 goals for Shintaro Nishi and 2 goals for Charles Horniker. For Stanford, William Connor with 1, Nelson Perlo Ward with 1, Jacob Picard with 2, and Michael Swart with 2. Troy, what are we seeing out here between these two teams?
Well, the intensity is fantastic. These teams are countering well. They're getting their front court, really putting pressure on each respective defense. I think that in the second half, we'll see if Melicini, the goalie for SoCal, can get a hand on some of those outside shots. Stanford has really put in some nice shots near side on him.
It looks like they may be making a goalie change, SoCal. You got Melicini warming up Jeffrey Shearer.
Yeah, we'll see as the second half starts if Shearer takes over.
Yeah, maybe he's just warming him up to be ready, but we'll have to wait a couple more minutes and see what happens. We've got one more half here in the 16 and under division, and then shortly after this game, we will have the championship of the boys 18 and under division between United and Del Mar. That should be a hotly contested match. A lot of those kids on both teams play on the U.S. Junior National Team. So I'm not sure about Del Mar at the moment. They may have some kids going off to college. I know their goalie, Kevin Levine, he'll be going off to Cal Berkeley. For United, you got
John Walters going to SC.
John Walters, big 2-meter man out of Mater Dei. He's going to SC. I think that's it for United, but we'll check back on Del Mar and see what kind of players and where they're going. I've seen Del Mar play one game, and they look pretty dominant. I think could come down to goaltending in that game, both with excellent goaltenders.
Goalkeepers. Baron McQuinn with the United Red.
Yeah, big 6'8".
Been working out with the national team, and they'll be joining the junior team, national junior team, for their trip.
Yeah, and Kevin Levine, the goalie for Del Mar, going to Cal. He's been in the national program as well. I think he just went on a U.S. trip just recently as well. So it does look like SoCal's going to make a goalie switch here, and Jeffrey Shearer's in the cage for Melicini. Well, we're right where we were when we started the game, all tied up, Troy.
Boy, the stands are packed, and the excitement's building for a second half.
Sprinting for Stanford is number 11, Michael Swart. And
controlled by SoCal.
Giberson. I flipped those. Looks like the big kid Scott back in at 2 meters. He's working pretty hard. He's got position.
Oh, good
nice
kick out.
Sends that defender. Shot clock winding down. He just.
They dump it in the corner, and Stanford will take over.
It's good presence there by Scott to kick that ball out. The slough was coming. You got Bisconti trying to work back in at 2 meters. Easily shut down by Shearer.
That's a confidence builder for sure, just coming in here in the second half.
Yeah, definitely, without a doubt. We got SoCal on the attack. Not sure who that is without
pass.
Cross pass and a shot.
Off the bar, he gets the rebound back. Oh, they called a ball under on him.
Connor to take over, puts the ball back to Whitty. It's a nice shot there by Horniker, just kissed off the post. Got Visconti working at 2 meters with guarded by Robert Lee. Pass down to the 1 spot.
Trying to find
Dumps it
Visconti.
into 2 meters. There's the help. Visconti tries to turn. Shearer comes out and steals. Visconti couldn't get a handle on that. And
2 big plays by Shearer there.
Yeah, he had good help there from Gavin Scott dropping back. Ball crosses over to Horniker. Got front side position.
Gavin Scott at the top. Shoots cross cage, blocked, but
good block there by Trevor Raish. New shot clock. Not sure. That's Nishi's out of game. That's not him. Not sure who
looks
we got
like
down.
Gavin Scott's going back down into 2 meters. They're trying to find him. And they'll.
Ball's up top. Shot clock at 12. Shot blocked easily by Witt. Almost slid in there.
Tight action here in the second half. Both teams a little.
Visconti in at 2 meters. They got position. Oh,
good
nice,
block.
nice shot there by Nelson Perla Ward.
And Shearer got a piece of that. That's 2 blocks for him and a steal.
Yeah, he started off well here in the second half. Get the player to put their cap back on, and we'll figure out who that is. I don't know. If I'm a goalie on the opposing team, I don't go help the guy get the cap. What do you think, Troy?
I like that play.
It's good sportsmanship, but you know, you got to go underwater, use your breath.
Well, you goalies, you get to sit there half the game, so
that's true. We only play half the game. Back in play. That was number 2, Will Lapkin, who put his cap back on. Cross pass, shot. Oh, nice save by Shearer. He almost fumbled that into the goal. Nice recovery.
What another save for him.
Ball down to Lampkin down on the wing. Looks like Max Weber trying to work into 2 meters. Shot clock winding down. Lampkin.
Gonna go lob, and it's a bit wide. Turnover, the ball will go to Stanford.
Yep, shot might have gone on that lob if it was on the frame. Witt didn't react to that like he should have on a lob.
SoCal is really clamping down on defense, and yeah, they're grabbing on the outside a bit and get called for an exclusion on that drive.
We got a timeout, Stanford. Who's that excluded? Was that Max Weber, number 6, on the exclusion? I didn't catch that number. So Stanford calls a timeout right now. A lot of back and forth action here in the third quarter. We've got 3:43 left at the timeout. We're still tied at 6. There's a lot of action in the first half, and we haven't had a goal yet here in the
second half at all.
Second half.
Wow.
That's got to be a little tiring on a player, back and forth with no breaks in the action.
So Max Weber was the excluded player there. So Stanford is, as we head back into action, Stanford will have a 6-on-5.
I think that might have, I see Lampkin in the penalty box right now, and he was in the game. So unless they're making substitutions.
Stanford and White with the upcoming player advantage.
We'll see. Yeah, it looks like Weber is going into the penalty box. So with the timeout, Stanford will be able to go down, set up their 6-on-5 advantage. What's the highest percentage shot here? Obviously, we don't have a quick shot because there's been a timeout called. So, what's the highest percentage shot Stanford like to get here, Troy?
They'd like to get the ball to the post, and yeah, the closest to the cage is probably the most dangerous. As a defender, I want the shot to come from the top. Lots of hands up from the defense, and the goalie. A team defense is gonna pack that middle and force them to shoot from the outside.
Yeah, I might look to Visconti. He's a big, lanky guy. down at the 3 post. Oh, nice shot. Perla Ward just sneaks that by Shear.
Now they cross the ball from one side to the other. The defense got the defense to chase a bit left and right. Got the ball to the middle and shot right by the goalie.
That puts Stanford on top by 1, 7-6 with 3:28. Do you happen to catch who scored that one there, Troy? Was that number 7, Perla Ward? I think that might have been. If that was him, it was his second goal of the game.
Got up on his legs and put that ball off the water right by the goalie.
Trying to work some drives through the center. Nishi down on the wing,
pass.
shoots cross cage. Saw a lot of motion there from SoCal. That's what Stanford have been doing.
A little after goal play, caught the Stanford defense a little soft, and they got a pass down to that low spot. Nishi has good legs. Faked, the goalie fell, and he went cross cage on him.
I think every one of his goals so far has been cross cage. Mental note if I have to play these guys again in future years.
That might be an exclusion. That's going to be an exclusion on number 15, Matesic.
Stanford on the power play again. 20 seconds. Matesic off to the. Oh, there's a nice cross pass. Didn't have his legs underneath him.
Defense put some pressure on that cross face pass and
back to even strength. Not sure that was Max Sample down to the 1 spot, and
thought he maybe should have shot that ball.
Yeah, he must not have had a good handle on it. Max Weber in at 2 meter setting, or is that? Yep, that's Weber in at 2 meters. Stanford dropping back, running a zone. Nishi, he slides in, lobs,
and he goes in for his 4th goal of the game. Beautiful.
That puts SoCal on top 8-7. I think goalie just kept sliding forward. I mean, that wasn't a great lob. That hit on the water before the goal line and then just floated right on in.
Nishi's legs. He kept him driving and had his chest out of the water, and goalie finally fell and put it right over his head. Stanford driving again.
Connor up, crosses the ball. Yep, Bisconti trying to work at 2 meters. Looks like Bisconti doesn't have a suit anymore. There he is, ball into Bisconti. He shoots and he scores!
I guess he doesn't need a suit. cheeky play there.
That was. nice move by Bisconti.
Well, he drove ball side, got his defender off balance, sealed him. Ball came in and had the composure to put it past the goalie.
We're knotted again at 8 with 1:47 left in the 3rd quarter. Ball down to Nishi. There he is again. Dumps it into. Oh, great stuff by Witt.
Oh,
didn't know where the ball was.
There's that left hand, Dean.
Got a little garbage from Todd Denaro. The great stuff by Whitty on the Nishi shot, and Denaro was right there. I don't think Whitty knew exactly where it was, and Denaro was just able to sweep it with his left hand right over Whitty's head.
Yeah, most young players will try to grab that ball from the top. The goalie will put that ball under, it'll go the other way, but he reached right underneath and just pushed it right in. Beautiful play.
Get a back and forth affair here. We got SoCal back on top by 1 at 9-8.
Back to Connor. They play catch. Sample now.
Sample to Connor.
That's a contra-pallet set. A little grab and trying to maintain the position at 2 meters. I think that was number 8, Jacob Picard.
Nishi with the ball up top.
Nishi's looked dangerous here today.
We got Max Weber up top, back to Nishi. Setting is Scott into 2 meters. Nice sweep shot, good stop by Whitty. Whitty was ready for that. That was just textbook goalkeeper. When the ball comes into 2 meters, goalie's hands got to be up and out of the water, ready for the shot. He played that perfectly. 38 seconds left here in the quarter.
Looks like Visconti's going down, trying to get an isolation.
Yep, guarded by Scott.
Release and back down to the wing.
Sample. Shot clock running out. Oh, somebody better go. Shot, skip over the cage.
Yeah, they have a one-on-none.
There's
They
a
can get
pass.
Nice
Perfect,
pass.
right to his hand. Shot. And a goal by number 9.
Hornecker.
That's Hornecker's third of the match on the breakaway. I'm not sure what the Stanford defense was doing there.
You know, that shot at the end of the shot clock, somebody's got to rotate on the weak side back to defense. Beautiful pass by Shearer, who's come up big here in this third period after coming in at half.
Absolutely, he's made some nice saves.
And made a beautiful pass there to the breakaway, and a good finish.
Whitty's been making some nice saves, but that one right there, he just didn't seem to be ready for it. And I'm not sure how you're not ready for that when the guy's coming right at you on a 1v goalie. Shot, nice block by Shearer. Rebound, SoCal. Shot.
Oh, good tip.
Nice shot by.
Did that look like it was on frame?
Yeah, well, and I think the goalie was a little far out of the goal. He was hurrying to get back in. So that's the end of the third quarter, and SoCal has opened up a 2-goal lead here. It's 10-8. We're going to take a quick break here. Hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be back for the fourth and final quarter of this exciting 1600 boys championship match.
I am water polo. I am water polo. I am water polo.
I am water polo.
Welcome back. We're getting ready to start the fourth quarter of an exciting match in the boys 16 and under gold medal game between SoCal and Stanford. SoCal holding a 10-8 advantage. Troy, what'd you see in that third period there? Anything stick out at you?
Yeah, after with the change of the goalie, Shearer really came in and was a good presence in there, getting some good saves, a steal, and a beautiful pass on a one-on-none. But overall, the SoCal defense has changed. They kind of clamped down. They went into a little more of a press, put some pressure on Stanford, stopped so much of the Stanford movement.
Yeah,
and which was creating so many opportunities for them in the first half.
Well, that's the second half of that quarter. There was a lot more action. First half, we didn't have a single goal, and then we had 6 goals in the last 3 minutes there. So really got things going again like they did in the first half. SoCal went in the sprint here to start the fourth.
Playing a little risk reward defense there, splitting on the top. Defense swarms on that, and 10 Max Sample comes up with the steal. Out early, and we got an isolation.
Oh, there's Visconti all by himself. Might want to take that ejection
and
shot.
A beautiful shot.
Visconti, big, long, rangy kid. There was nothing that Robert Lee could do there. He got stuck directly behind him, and Troy, you being a 2-meter defender, I'm guessing that's not a place you want to be.
Nothing better than an early post-up. There's no sluffers coming back. You've got time to work and wheel and deal in there, and that's what we saw Visconti do for his second goal.
Yeah, I think there were only 2 Stanford players in the front court, so he had plenty of room to work.
A lot of that was that beautiful outlet pass and a quick entry, and Visconti did the rest.
Looks like we've got Scott in at 2 meters, or is that Weber? Yeah, that's Weber, Max Weber. Now we got a drive across from the 1.
That's Nishi. 8-meter shot is wide.
Oh, we
and
got a
we've
breakaway. Does Whitty see him? He's got him. There he is. Nice pass. Oh, ball just skips away.
Right by.
And
we got the game's
Stanford's
really opened up here.
Yeah, Stanford's able to get back to even. Ball into 2 meters.
It's going to be an exclusion. Number 14, Denaro has drawn the exclusion on number 10, Max Sample.
We got a timeout by SoCal. Coach Andy Kaufman wants to talk it over, kind of slow things down. Things were kind of back and forth there. Boy, that pass, it was a great pass, and you just don't know the spin on that, and that just skipped away.
As a goalie, do you want to put a little more arc on that pass so that when it hits, it doesn't skip? Or
yeah, that one was a little tough because if you put a little more arc on it, you might give the opposing goalie a chance to come out and steal it. I think maybe he needed to hit him right in the hand, and it could have been right on his hand. That guy, the offensive player, may need to put the hand up, catch, and just spin on that.
Sun's beginning to set a little bit. It could have been a factor on him seeing that ball coming.
Yeah, the next game, 18 and under game, it might get underway and done before the sun really becomes a factor. I know last night in some of the later games, the sun was pretty brutal out there for the goalies.
So SoCal will look to use this to build a 2-goal advantage. I've seen the Stanford defense. We'll see if they do something risky, maybe some splitting, maybe create some confusion on SoCal. I'd like to see maybe some storming. SoCal comfortable. They have some good shooters out there. I'd rather get them off balance and make them make a quick decision. Coach Kaufman will have to take 1 player out. I don't think the referees are going to allow them to play with 7 out there, do you?
No, probably not. Looks like SoCal's going to start out in a 3-3, probably make a couple of passes and then drive somebody down to either the 2 or the 3 post.
Look for Stanford perhaps to allow that shot to come from the right side, but you have Nishi down there who's the leading scorer in the game right now with 4 goals.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty effective from that 6th spot down there.
After some accounting official review, we're ready to begin.
All right, ball's back in play.
This is Jefferson. He goes to Denaro. They work from a 3-3 now.
Nishi. They drive down Weber down to the 2 post. Up comes Horniker.
Here comes Nishi on the
Now they're back into a 3-3.
Good legs and cross cage. Wow, beautiful shot.
Yeah, I don't know that you want to leave that up there. I know Nishi scored 4 goals already, but that's a pretty bad angle, and the defender just stayed down on Nishi and left Denaro wide open. He didn't have anybody coming at him, and the other defender couldn't slide over quick enough. So SoCal's back on top, 11-9 with 5:15 left in the contest.
So once again, Stanford driving, trying to isolate.
Visconti trying to work in on the drive.
Visconti may take the shot here, and he does. It's off the bar, going SoCal's
got a
3-on-2
on the weak side. The guy on the weak side doesn't know where the ball was, and he just tried to draw a foul. He got Weber up with the ball, moving inside. Defender catches. Weber spins out. He's got nothing. Got 14 on the shot clock. Denaro. Nishi in at 2 meters. He swims out. Scott.
Once again, it looks like they're in an M-style defense, which is going to give them counterattack opportunities.
There's an ejection, and we got Visconti up. Denaro's going to be out.
That's 2 exclusions on Denaro. 6-on-5 for Stanford.
It's a nice 2-hand block by Whitty back there. Stanford on the power
Only
play.
5 seconds left on the extra man. See if they can get a quality shot here. Oh, and near side.
Near side
Great
shot
beach.
by Connor. That was Connor, his second goal of the match.
Connor beats Shearer on the near side shot.
That
Beautiful.
brings Stanford back to within 1. We've got 4:11 left. SoCal 11, Stanford 10. Stanford just won't go away here. They just keep coming back. Robert Lee at mid-tank. It's like Max Weber trying to work into 2 meters. Horniker. Ball up top. Giberson. Nishi. That's where he's dangerous right there.
There's a drive
Back
on
to
the weak
Nishi.
side.
Oh,
Nishi
pass.
throws the ball away.
Tried a little deception on the pass into 2 meters, and that didn't full. That was
Number
Sample. Max Sample knocked that ball away. There's Sample.
Sample on the wing.
Got a guy down on the wing here.
Oh, quick shot off the bar.
I think he maybe do a skip shot there. Ball outletted to Giberson. Nishi. He's got nobody in at 2 meters. Trying to set things up. Weber on the drive. Shot clock winding down to 5. They got nothing at 2 meters. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to shoot it.
Yep.
Shoots near side, wide. Stanford possession. Still down by 1 with 2:50 in the contest. Got Raish in at 2 meters. Guarded by Horniker. Connor into Raish at 2 meters. Steps back, turns, shoots, blocked by Shear. Good effort by Raish. Shear was there on the block. Denaro bringing the ball into the front court.
Denaro shoots, and it's wide right.
Plenty of time
Stanford out on the counterattack.
Plenty of time on the shot clock there. I don't know if that was an advisable shot. Picard.
Oh, quick shot, skip, and off the bar.
Shear made a lunge for it. I'm not sure if it was inside the frame that he would have gotten there. It's kind of unexpected. I was surprised by it.
Yeah, early in the shot clock.
Weber in at 2 meters. Giberson up to Nishi. Nishi back to Giberson. They seem to be dropping 4-5 there.
Every time Nishi gets the ball, it's dangerous. He throws it into 2 meters, and we have a contra foul, a hold.
That was on Max Weber.
He grab him with his left hand, and
I think he was faced up at 2 meters and then turned as the ball was being passed in. .15 seconds on the shot. Yeah,
Jacob Picard at 2 meters, and they called a contra foul. Got his right hand up on the defender's shoulder as he reached with his left shooting hand to try to get a shot off on goal.
Well, we got a 1-goal game. Final minute of the match. Stanford's going to have to stop SoCal here and then have one more possession if they want to think about tying this up. Ball into Weber at 2 meters.
Okay, that was
defense.
Good help by number 11, Michael Swart. Here's Stanford's opportunity here. If they take a timeout so they can devise last chance play here.
We got a timeout by Stanford. A yellow card to Andy Kaufman. I think he wanted the 5-meter there. Referee just let that go, and as the help D was coming, but it could have gone either way.
True.
We got 41 seconds left. SoCal with a 1-goal lead. Stanford's called a timeout. They've got 22 seconds left on their shot clock. Do they bring the big man Biscotti back in?
I think you have to.
He's been pretty dominant down at 2 meters.
Do you start him on the wing and have him come in, or do you start him at 2 meters?
He's been able to. I think when he posts up is when he's seen his most success.
What will be truly telling is that those outside perimeters, they'll start with a couple drives, and then those outside perimeters players have to be active and release for that balls to get Bisconti an opportunity to get something off down low.
Well, he's in, and he looks like he's going
to go out to the wing there.
Yeah, he's down on
he's
out at the
start on
2
the flat.
spot. He's going to drive in.
He's going to drive ball side. They're going to try to get it in from the 4-5 side.
Yeah, they've got Picard in there right now. He's being fronted. There goes Bisconti on the drive, guarded by Weber. We got a little
William
pick
Connor
there.
will get the ball
He
here.
wants to come over here to the left side.
Yep.
And there he is. Now you got Connor. Oh, bring it back over to this side.
Oh, beautiful.
We got a left-hander on the right side.
Boy, what excitement. We got 20 seconds left here. 27 seconds.
Tied at 11.
Nice. Jinx, you owe me a Coke there.
Is that Jacob Picard again? Is that his 3rd goal of the match? You don't find...
Is that Picard or?
It was either Picard or Raish on that. I'm not too sure, but I think it came from a left-hander. I think Picard's the left-hander. Raish is right-hand. No,
maybe Picard. Yeah,
8 or 9. We'll figure that out in a moment. But we're tied.
Yeah, I've confirmed it with a couple of referees here. Jacob Picard on the goal there. Left-hander had driven across. He was on the right-hander side. Defense probably didn't think that he would take the shot there, but he fooled everybody, snuck it in past the goalie off the bar.
I certainly thought Bisconti was posted up over here. I'm like, why move the ball to the other side when he's posted up down here?
Well,
so that's Picard's 3rd goal of the match. We're not at 11, 27 seconds left. SoCal timeout.
Plenty of time for SoCal to get a quality shot. I'd like to see Nishi over there try to go cross cage again.
If I'm the goalie, I'm thinking he scored all 4 of his goals cross cage on me. So SoCal's going to have one final possession here. 27 seconds. See if we can end this match.
Now Stanford looks like they're going to play in more of a zone here. They don't look like they're pressing.
Ball to Nishi. Nishi being pressured on the flat. Dumps it down to the wing. Ball's up top.
Stanford's in a
Nishi.
5 drop. They're going to get a shot off here.
Oh,
I think he might have been inside.
Yeah, he was inside. No.
Yep.
Shot over the cage. 4 seconds left.
Last second shot, and sure puts it down, and that's the buzzer.
Well, not at an 11 after regulation ends. I think we're going to a shootout.
Super exciting. I can't wait. I definitely put Nishi in there on that for SoCal.
Wow.
Each team will select 5 shooters.
I just heard that they're going to go to golden goal, which I think is how it should end.
Well, that's
instead of a shootout.
It would be beautiful. Either way, both of these teams have played a great game. Extremely exciting.
Yeah, it's just been back and forth the whole time. I mean, the biggest lead's been 2 goals, I think, by SoCal. And Stanford just clawed back and never got back ahead in the second half.
Dean, what was the score at halftime?
It was 6-6.
6-6. So, yeah, gosh, what a great game.
Pretty balanced. There was that in the 3rd period. We didn't see any goals for about the first 3.5 minutes of that 3rd period, and then it really opened up with 6 goals in the second half of the the second half of that third quarter.
So we'll play a 3-minute period with a golden goal, and if there's none, then we'll keep going in 3-minute periods.
Exactly.
I think with the offensive firepower on both teams, I think we're going to get a goal here.
Yeah, I'll venture to say in the first 2 minutes something will happen.
So the referee, Tiffany Frisch, is speaking to the captains for both teams. Number 1, Melicini, and number 13,
Whitty.
Benoit Voyer. They are I had them backwards. It's Whitty and Jeffrey.
No, that was Melicini.
Melicini.
So I'm gonna apologize, folks. We've been calling the goalie Spencer Whitty, and it was the number 13 Benoit Voyer, I believe, the whole time. Yep, that is the case.
You're right.
Our mistake. Benoit's made a lot of nice saves out there. So they flip to decide what side they want to be in. I think they're going to remain on their current sides. I don't think the sun is a problem yet. It can be a problem.
It looks like they're going to. Are they going to go into a shootout or a golden goal? I think we're shootout.
That is a shootout.
Yeah.
So what happens here, Troy? Each team selects 5 players to shoot.
They'll select 5 players, and they flip a coin to see who will go first, and each team will alternate sending a shooter up there. They'll shoot at the same cage, and after 5 shots each, we'll have a winner. If it's tied after 5, the teams will alternate until one team has scored and the other team has missed.
Now, if you get to that point where you go to a 6-shooter, can a guy who already
you'll go
to
back.
your bench?
The scorer will write down each name, and we'll stay in that order, and they'll remain in that order. So
those
5 will shoot again.
Okay. Looks like all the shots are going to be taken down at the north end.
So it looks like the shooters for Stanford will be, first will be number 9, Trevor Raish.
And Shear is in the goal for SoCal. The goalie can't move until the whistle's blown, or he can't come out past the goal line. He'll try and get an advantage, though. Shot's got to be one fluid motion. Nice quick shot and a block. Looked like that was off the post, and then
off the goalie.
Off the goalie. So we got our first miss on the first shooter. Trevor Raish
tried to quick it and didn't quite get the accuracy on it. Here we got number 14, Todd Denaro. He scored 2 goals in the game today.
This will be a big advantage if he can score this one.
And
stays near side high. And SoCal is up by 1.
Next shooter for Stanford will be Michael Swart.
He's got 2 goals in the game already.
Like that technique. Get up high, bring that ball up high, and
wait for the goalie to make
a move and shoot the other way.
Yeah, goalie dove to his left, and Swart just put it cross cage low. Oh, that was a nice shot by number 5, Nicholas Giberson.
Skip bunny.
Yeah, goalie guessed the right way, but it just got up. I don't think Benoit was able to get out. He just kind of dove across. If he would have come off the goal line a little bit, it might have been a little different situation.
So here we have.
Oh, that was Visconti.
He
goes with the quick.
It looked too easy for him.
Yeah, Shear didn't even move on that.
Quick little wrist shot. Lots of different techniques being shown by these shooters.
So here's Nishi with 4 goals in the game already.
Cross cage?
Cross cage,
Yeah.
same spot he shot those previous 4 goals.
Boy, it's standing room only here. We've got the other teams warming up for the 18s. They've stopped to watch. Everybody's on their feet.
Oh, nice two-handed block by Shear. If this goal goes in,
that'll be
SoCal's going to be your winner. We got number 10, Robert Lee. And there it is. SoCal winning on a shootout, 15-13.
2013 16 under champions. Boy, Shearer coming in, gave them the lift they needed, and came up big with that stop.
Definitely, I think he blocked the first three shots and had a steal. That kind of changed the momentum. So your 2013-16 and under boys championship is SoCal.
As SoCal celebrates in the middle of the pool after throwing their coaches in, Stanford huddles up, gives a good yell, supporting each other. Shooters that miss, they making sure that they know that they've done a great job this tournament. Second place is nothing to be ashamed of. There's 48 teams in this tournament in the championship division. Getting to this championship game, playing in front of all these fans, what an experience for those players.
This division, the 16s, in their group there were 48 teams. In the challenge division there were 48 teams, and then they had an invitational
with another 24, I think.
Yeah. So I mean, you're looking at this tournament's what's billed as the largest water polo tournament in the world. I know there's over 600. I'm not sure. There may be over 700 teams in this tournament. Just in this session alone, this game, the 18 and under boys, is going to be the 1,420th game played in 4 days.
Wow.
Over 20-plus pools here in Orange County.
A lot of volunteers down here. Lots of people working out. I've been to a lot of sites these last couple of days. I've been down here, and a lot of volunteers working tirelessly. With a lot of emotions from the players, from the parents, and I've seen a lot of site officials dealing with things with professionalism, and talked to a lot of people that have had a great time at this tournament.
Yeah, I've been to a couple pools myself. It's been run very well. I think most games were on time. I haven't really seen any games that have been more than 10 minutes at the most late. And that's pretty amazing when you've got a tournament on that scale. With, like I said, I think there's 20 different sites around Orange County.
Well, when I played in JOs, I'm not going to tell you what year, but
don't worry, I'm older than you, Troy.
I think there were only 24 teams in the tournament. So these championship games, these championship teams, they've had to play 8, 7, 8, some of them 9 games to get to this championship.
Yeah.
And
I don't remember how many teams were in it when I played, but I know it wasn't water polo only. It was Junior Olympics. It was much like an Olympic event. You had many different sports. That was somewhere back in the early 80s, back in Memphis, Tennessee. And now this event's become an event unto itself.
Yes.
That tells you how large the sport has grown. And it's great to see, while it's predominantly a California sport, we've got a lot of teams from several different states across the country.
And bringing a lot of excitement. I've seen teams from Michigan, Texas, Florida, Connecticut.
Yeah. It's definitely been exciting, and really gives a lot of those kids the exposure that they may not get in other places. And there's a lot of good, talented kids from the other states. I know we'll see one coming up here in the next game. 2-meter man for Del Mar. He's from the Chicago area and going to be attending UCLA next year.
Right.
So
he's been involved with the ODP program, and
Yeah, he was on the youth team last year, if I'm not mistaken. So we've got Stanford receiving their medals right now. Number 1, Spencer Whitty. 2, Nicholas Bisconti. 3, William Connor. 4, Sean Elmurib. 5, Peter Harvey. 6, John Knox. 7, Nelson Perla Ward. Jacob Picard, number 8, who had 3 goals. Trevor Raish, number 9. 10, Max Sample. 11, Michael Swart. 12, Christopher Z. 13, the goalie, Benoit Voyer. 14, Patrick Kirk. Head coach was Brian Krutzkamp, assisted by James Frank. Receiving their gold medals right now are the champions, 1600 boys from SoCal. 1, goalie Ryan Melisoni. 2, Will Lampkin. 3, William Cranshaw. 4, Michael Garris. 5, Nicholas Giberson. 6, Max Weber. 5 goal scorer, number 7, Shuntaro Nishi. Number 8, Gavin Scott. 3 goals himself, number 9, Charles Horniker. 10, Robert Lee. 11, Skylar Chenove. 12, Christopher Wan. 13, Jeffrey Shearer, who did an outstanding job in the goal, relieving Melisoni in the second half. 2 goals from number 14, Todd Denaro, and 15, Michael Matesic. Head coach Andy Kaufman, and assistant Griffin Lerman and Mark Chenove. In the pool right now are the 18 and unders warming up. And as you may notice, the pool is getting a little bigger. They're moving the pool to 30 meters. Those last games we just saw were 25 meters. And I got to say, it's a big difference having watched a lot of the 18 and under games already, Troy.
So, Dean, how much different was it for a goalie, the switch from 25 yards to 30 meters?
It was tough, you know.
It was tough for you guys?
Got real winded. No, in all actuality, it gave you a little more time to realize what was happening on the counterattack coming at you, so you could direct your players on where they wanted to go. So it was definitely helpful from a goalie perspective.
I believe that communication by the goalkeepers in the 30-meter game is very important.
Yeah, I mean, it's important at every level. As I work with a lot of goalies, and I tell them, hey, put your defenders in a position to make you better. I mean, if you put them into the right position, your job's going to be that much easier. Troy, have they announced the MVP yet of the 16 and under division?
Boy, I would be surprised if Nishi doesn't get this. That was a spectacular performance.
That was just some great shooting, good defense. He was on the mark almost on every shot.
Probably the smallest player in the pool, just putting on a show and showing that that if you have good legs, you know, it's definitely an equalizer.
Yeah. We're going to take a break here for a moment, Troy. We're going to help our sponsors pay the bill. When we return, it'll be the final match of the session 1 of the 2013 Junior Olympics here at Cal Irvine. And we're going to have the 18 and under gold medal match between Del Mar and United. We'll return in a moment, folks.